G'day ladies and gentlemen, my name's Isaac Butterfield and this video is controversial. It's a video I thought to myself, should I make that? Is it going to hurt people? Is it going to upset people? Is it going to get people saying, hey, he shouldn't be talking about that? I thought, yeah, they're going to be mad. But also I thought, I need to talk about it. It's very important and it will affect most of us. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, grab my book, Betterman. All right, if you're a young dude, if you're an older dude, grab this book. It's not a guide. It's not showing you how to be a man. It is literally my thoughts on all of the shit that dudes have to go through in their life. And I'm not saying men have it harder than everyone or anything like that. That's not the point. A lot of people say, oh, men, you have it easy. Whatever. Okay, you can say whatever you want. The point of the book is dudes run into problems. And here's how I managed to get through some real tough points in my life. And maybe that'll help you. It's 25% off for Black Friday. Go and grab it at isaacbutterfield.com. Anyway, back to the video. This video is a warning to women, to girls, to mothers, to daughters, to sisters, to aunties, to men, to boys, to fathers, to everyone. It is a warning. It is a warning because the vast majority of women who are under the age of 30 and over the age of, say, 14 are doing something that is inherently dangerous, in my opinion, and something that I think may be affecting you or someone you know very much. Perhaps they're not even aware of how much it is affecting them. And I feel that our teenage daughters, our sisters in their 20s, our wives getting closer to their 30s, or wherever they happen to be in their lives, are dealing with a poison and they don't even know that it's dangerous. I'm talking about hormonal birth control. And it's something that, believe it or not, you may think this is ridiculous. It's something that I'm very passionate about. This shit is bad. This is not good for you. Now, obviously, me saying it's a poison is alleged. But if the new science that's coming out about this drug, that so many women are on, it is ridiculous how many women are on this drug. If me saying that it's a poison, if the science that's coming out is true, then that is an understatement. Birth control that relies on hormone manipulation, ladies and gentlemen, is killing women. In Australia, we have a big push for men to stop murdering women. Makes sense. But what about the dozens of women every single week, maybe every couple of weeks, let's not go crazy, but all of these women who are dying, who are suffering, who are either thinking about ending their lives, or living a life in absolute turmoil because of drugs like this. And I'm not saying one particular drug. I'm saying the entire idea of hormone manipulation when it comes to birth control. We are silent about this. The side effects of this drug: depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, suicide, all this pain, suffering, all these horrible things can be caused by the pill. And yeah, all medication have side effects, but this is so widely prescribed that it is a serious issue that we all need to look at and go, fuck me, why is no one talking about this? This isn't me coming to you as someone who's like, oh, birth control's evil and it's the work of the devil. No. I'm just saying that it's not a good option for you. There must be something out. Tarp up, throw a bloody dommy on, whatever you got to do, all right, to keep yourself safe from sex. And the thing is, a lot of the women that go on this drug, they go on at a very young age, 14, and it's not for sex. It's for skin problems. It's for acne. It's for all this shit, to control the hormones that affect these problems. And they stay on it until they then have a baby. And it fucks them. It leaves them with a decade or decades of pain and torture. Studies have found a 70% increase in depression in women when they begin hormonal birth control. And it's even higher in women taking non-oral birth control. And on top of that, it can continue years after finishing the drug, stopping the drug. And you, as a woman, maybe you've heard this, or maybe you've heard people talk about it. When you come off it, the doctors might say, oh, your hormones are all fucked up, but they won't test for it. It's a problem with our medical industry that they'll just give you a pill and not think about the massive repercussions that's going to hit you for the rest of your existence. Maybe the rest of your existence, if not a very long time. If you look at the rates of depression in these women, the rates of anxiety are similar. Panic attacks, terror, pain, suffering, torture. That's what these women are living through. Your mental health condition as a woman may very well be tied to a drug that your general physician, your GP, your doctor gave to you when you were 15 years old for acne. Or maybe you're copping loads behind the bus stop, whatever. But maybe that's what's caused it. All of this from one tiny pill. And on top of the suicide risk going through the roof, hypothyroidism risk goes up 300% from being on this drug. Some cancers go up. There's a higher risk for blood clots. That's all from peer-reviewed scientific studies. And God forbid if you look at the anecdotal evidence, go to Reddit and look up hormonal birth control, making me crazy. There are dozens is a fucking understatement, hundreds of stories from young women who feel like they're about to break, who feel like they've had a snap, who feel like they've had an absolute mental breakdown after they've started this drug. And no one talks about it. In schools, it's just the norm. This is just what you go on. And I'm not just saying depression and anxiety. Like, I'm talking in full-on fucking almost psychosis these people are feeling like they're going into. That should scare the shit out of anyone who's about to take it. But these conversations don't happen. No parents are saying this to their young daughters. No schools are saying it in their health class. No doctors are saying. No wonder so many young women struggle with their end of their teenage years, their young adolescent years, and moving on into their 30s. Because their chemistry in their brain is all fucked up, potentially, possibly, from a tiny pill they started taking at a young age. Not to mention that this alters your brain chemistry past the point of depression and anxiety. It will make you marry someone, get together with someone who you're not even attracted to. And then when you come off the pill to have a baby, you'll go, holy shit, you're fucking fugly, bro. The brain reverts to its natural state eventually and you stop finding your partner attractive, and then it leads to fucking family breakdowns and all this shit. And too late, you're already pregnant and you're fucked.
Is it true that the birth control pill can change your perception of who you're attracted to for a woman?
Yeah, that is a possibility. Researchers have been finding that the men who were chosen by women as partners that were on hormonal birth control, they had less masculine faces relative to the men who were chosen by naturally cycling women, which is really mind-blowing when you think about it.
The deeper you go, the more strange it seems. And the problem is, most women start this at 16 years old, so they never get a chance to actually grow up. It is my opinion that this destroys more lives than it helps. You may disagree with me, but at least we should have that conversation. All I'm saying is do your research on this. And particularly if you're a parent, for fuck's sake, don't listen to your doctor. These people don't know. They don't have time. They got 15 minutes. They don't have time to go through your medical history and read up on new studies on this shit. They've got no idea. They just know what they've been taught in medical school fucking 10, 15 years ago. They don't know. They don't have time. They're too stretched. And you probably think, oh, Isaac Bubby doesn't give a shit about women. Fuck and suck me off. This shits me up the wall. The more I read about this, and I'm very interested in the effects that Big Pharma has on people that people don't talk about. And this is one of them. This is a massive industry. This is huge. Billions of dollars a year. We're talking about hundreds of millions of women around the world are on these pills or have the implanted devices, or there's one up the guts, there's fucking one in your arm, probably one in your ass as well. This is not good. This is dangerous. But I have an answer. I have an answer to this problem. And I know how we can fix the world. And if you're a 25-year-old woman out there thinking, I don't want to be on hormonal birth control anymore, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, right now what you can do. 2 things. Number 1, educate yourself. Find everything out about these particular drugs. And 2, cop it in the gob. Cop it in the gob. Catch it in your mouth, ladies, and if you don't love him, you can spit it out, but at least you don't have to be on fucking hormonal birth control. Gentlemen out there, don't be silly, wrap your willy, and ladies, cop it in the gob and don't take this shit, all right? Don't get me wrong, obviously some people, they will say, no, I've never had any problems with it. Well, you don't know that. If you've been on it for 10 years, maybe you're a completely different person to the person you were going to be. Who the fuck knows? And some people will say, yes, you know what, men should be taking this. Well, ladies, do you really trust men with fucking taking a certain drug that's going to stop you getting pregnant? That's ridiculous. Cop it in the gob. I should make that a fucking merch shirt. I like that. Well done. It means jizzing in the mouth if you weren't following. Point being, we shouldn't be prescribing this to people without the proper conversation about side effects and what it can do, particularly as a very young person. You should not be prescribing this at all. And as a young person, you shouldn't be taking it. I know obviously acne is terrible and horrible and awful, But you got to weigh up. Do you want a bit of fucking bumps on your skin? And maybe it's really bad. I understand that some people have it really bad. Or do you want to fuck your mental health, allegedly, possibly, maybe not for everybody? And to finish this video, I'd like to just say that on the topic of women's health that I don't get to talk about enough, PCOS, you know, the chicks with the hairy lips, PCOS, this is from Google, is usually related to insulin resistance. So stop eating so many carbs and simple sugars, and guess what? You might not have a mustache. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have a story about hormonal birth control or the effects that has had on you or someone you love, let me know in the comment section down below. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me the extincts. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.